All right, guys, what's going on? So we are back, and this time it's not going to be mini bike action, although I have something really cool for the mini bike. So I found this pipe. It was 32 bucks. Studsracing.com. Came with some cool candies and some stickers. Appreciate you guys. So it's going to give me the effect I want, where the pipe shoots straight up. So this way I don't got to worry about bending it. So do you see? It's going to sit in there, and it's just what I want. That way I don't have this anymore, just like this. So this will be a different video. We're not doing that right now. Star of the show today, this little fella. So I just picked this guy up, and I'm gonna do a build on it. Probably gonna go with like a drifting style setup. Be extending the rear, widening it, lowering it, and then just doing a whole custom build on it. It's gonna be freaking fun. So today, I want to try and get the motor started. The guy I bought it from did say that it runs. Pick it up on Facebook Marketplace. I'll insert the video now. Or the ad. Sorry, I'll insert the ad now. So he wanted 300 bucks. Said it ran, or minimal work it would run. Who knows? Kind of want to get the motor running so I know I have an extra motor, because I'm not going to use that motor. I had the bright idea of taking the engine from the KX60 that's hiding back there, which the engine is in shambles, and we are going to build it. Hopefully I have all the parts. So in today's video, we will be trying to get that running. If we can, cool. If not, we're going to go ahead and switch over to this either way, and I want to try and disassemble this, lay it all out, make sure I have all the parts. But this guy, it's everywhere. It's been sitting here for about a year now. So I want to try and get all the pieces together and then run them through this guy, which I just picked up over here. It's got me a parts cleaner, so I'm going to set that up as well. Harbor Freight was running a pretty good deal on it, and I needed a parts washer anyway, so I want to run everything through the parts washer, especially everything here, split the cases, and then get everything cleaned up and soaking. It's going to be a whole build. I need to put a new crank, bottom end, top end, and I just ordered a cylinder for it, which I was lucky enough to find one not damaged, because the one with this is very scored. So I got a new cylinder coming, and should be here today. Cylinder cost me like almost 200 bucks. So this is going to be a pretty expensive build, I think, by the time I'm done with it. So he had it listed for 300. I actually ended up getting it for 2. So thanks to that guy. I think we're going to start now. Let me get it set up on a stand, and we'll go ahead and start disassembling it. Okay, so the first thing I want to try, because this may even just be a bust all of its own, is I want to see if I can't hook up a Milwaukee battery, an 18 volt, just to the power system, just to see if we can't get some juice out of this, because I want to see if we even have spark. If we have spark, then we can continue with the rest. But this might not even work, so let's see. Okay, negative is right here. Now I'm gonna see if I can't just clip these in. Of course, not that easy, right? Let's see the choke. Okay, we have. Let's go ahead and. Yeah, I should be getting voltage there. Let me go ahead and get a multimeter. Doesn't appear to be in the greatest shape. Comes down to a starting coil here. And it goes down to the starter. Okay, I'm gonna try old school method and see if this will do anything for me. Red. Green. See if we can't jump the coil here. If that does anything. All right, so we got something. So basically what I'm doing is I'm hooking up power straight to where the battery would go. And then I'm using a Milwaukee battery, don't judge me. That's gonna shoot voltage down. I'll figure out the starter. It's probably just an electrical issue, but the coil was just kind of hanging here. So I'm just gonna straight jump the coil with the screwdriver. And we got a crank. So, because of that, let's go ahead and go this way and see if we get spark. Give me a sec here. Now, we may not even get spark if the electrical system has a kill switch, which it does, but if the key is like turned off in the off position, we may have to bypass that, but it may already be bypassed. So let me get this set up here. Focus. See if I can jump it and then keep an eye if I got spark. Get the coil. Not seeing anything. Okay, no spark. So, let's go ahead and see if we can't figure out why. And I'm thinking it's because the key with the switch. plug the battery back in because I just disconnected it. So we know our starter works. We just gotta get the kill switch to work, which is this loom here. And theoretically the key would be like right here, which this wire set kind of tells me something. And when I get continuity, I'm gonna try and flip the switch until I find which one it is. It looks like it may be the green. So let's hook one side up to the green. I'm gonna strip these wires back a little bit. Am I even in frame? Okay, so I'm gonna strip these wires back and test for continuity on them. Nothing from red to green. Nothing from red to black. Okay, let's try and go from each one. Okay, let's try going from red to green, black, nada. All right, so let's see if we can't figure out this. I mean, this has to be where the key would go. Let's try red to all of them and see what happens. Got some ohms jumping right there. think we got something. So I'm getting action on these ones. So the red and black. It's not giving me continuity, but we're getting something. Let's see if that gives us any spark. Like I said, all I'm trying to do right now is bypass the starter. So it's real simple. We just gotta jump the wires together. The question is, which wires is it? Let's go ahead and zoom back in on the plug. Jump the wire. Good. I'm gonna try and look through the camera because the angle I'm at, I can't see crap. Okay, jumping the starter again. Oh, wait. Oh, shoot. We got spark, boys. I think we're in business. The question is, did that jump the key? No. Okay. Well, we'll figure out the switch. So by jumping these, I was right. So the red black would basically be key in, turned on. And I think these might be like the off side. You know, key off, it would jump back to this side and then make the, it break the connection. So cool, I'm kind of stoked. So we got spark. We got battery power working. Let's go ahead and put this guy in. I don't know how tight these little Chinese spark plugs, these little holes are, but it hasn't really got like to a point of tightening. Okay, there we go. I think that's good. So if you're curious, battery literally hooked up. This is a drill battery, positive, negative, and then the coil here. I'm just taking a screwdriver and touching the leads together, just creating a circuit on the starter coil. Sounds like it has compression too. It's got some throttle power. Let's see what happens if we put some fuel in it. This looks to be an automatic. Okay. This is an automatic little guy. I'm gonna put a lot, I'm gonna put a little bit, 'cause I'm gonna be taking it off anyway. Just piquing my curiosity. Fuel. Petcock is leaking. Not feeling the filter. This guy might start up, guys. Let's see. I gotta do this with 2 hands. It's not easy. Let's see. Will it start up? It runs. It's even idling. Even the headlight works. Kill switch works too. Well, crap, guys. I think that's a success. And it only took us about 15 minutes to get it running. Now we can go to the fun part and disassemble it. Okay, so we got the engine out. It took minimal work to 2 motor mounts, the chain, exhaust, and then gas tank. Unplugged a couple of electrical connections and she came right out, no problem. So we know we have a running motor. I think this is a 125 he had it listed as, but I think it's a 110. Let's see. Doesn't say. Oh yeah, look. 107. So this is a 110. 110 automatic. Yes, automatic 110. Runs. We do know it runs, and it does drive. So we'll maybe use this on something else in the future. I don't know what yet, but we will definitely keep it in mind. So I'll get everything cleaned up real quick. We'll take the harness off, get this all cleaned up, and then get working on that 60 up there. She's good. The only thing I'm going to be reusing is the gas tank, and then we'll fit the KX60 motor in here. I think we're ready to rock and roll now. So I got the 110 put away down here for future use. I'm gonna go ahead and clean off the workbench real quick, get the 60 out, and we'll go from there. All right, so everything's cleaned up. Bikes are kind of off to the side. This guy's ready for disassembly. I found all the parts just kind of gathered in there. If I'm missing anything, I'll order it. But this is where I left off last time. And I got it pretty much disassembled for the most part. As you can see, crank is shot, well, crank bearing is shot, but the bottom end rebuild kit I think is like 200 bucks, so we're gonna go ahead and give her a full rebuild top to bottom. I did, like I said, order a new cylinder because the cylinder I have is super scored and needs a re-sleeve, and the cost to re-sleeve it is, the one that I found local was almost 300 bucks. So I went on eBay and I found a cylinder for 190 and got it. It should be here today. I'm gonna go ahead and complete the disassembly of this guy, and then we'll get it all laid out, and then next video we'll probably get it all cleaned up using the new parts washer, and hopefully the bottom end kit is here this week so I could do the video for next week. But I should have, maybe by next video we should be able to disassemble or reassemble and get this thing to see if we can start it. We shall see. I am an idiot for the most part, so although I know what I'm doing, I may screw things up every now and then. So if you're gonna try and follow along with my videos, do it at your own risk, please. This is not a full KX60 rebuild tutorial. I mean, this is engine out, clutch off. Obviously you see the clutch over here, clutch off. And then I took the flywheel off, and that's literally all I've done so far. So kind of taking off from there because this is the engine that's going in that little mini quad. These little engines are pretty simple. There's not a whole lot that goes into them. Guess drain the oil before you start doing this. Okay, 1 second. It's like nothing ever happened. Still gonna get some drips, but I just didn't want to be working with the freaking puddle. Okay. Shift star, looks like I already have one of the bolts out. I gotta find that one because I don't know where it is. Bingo was his name. Okay. Sucker is in there. Okay, let me find it in a drill sort. Booyah. Okay. Told you, I have all the tools. That is a number 4 Allen key, in case you were wondering. I've never taken apart a KX60, so this is the first time for me. I stopped originally because I wasn't sure what I was gonna do with the build, because I didn't want to order a new bottom end kit for it. But I think obviously that's what we're doing now. This gear looks like it has a Woodruff key, and it's just kind of stuck. Lightly put some pressure on it. And there she goes. Not that much pressure. There's the Woodruff key. There's the gear that went flying to high heaven, and we're gonna go ahead and put it here with the key inside, just off to the side. I think that's everything. We should be able to turn it around, take everything off on the other side, because I don't believe the shift star may come out. Let's see. No, that doesn't come out. Okay, so we're gonna flip her around. We gotta take out the, oh man, it's doing it again after I just put a clean, whatever, we'll do it after. Okay. Take out the timing coils here, or coil, I guess. I don't remember if it had 1 or 2. Huh. Well, why did I give up? I don't know. Maybe that's why I gave up, because that screw is stripped. Will say I have ways of getting things out. So if it doesn't want to come out, trust me when I say we will get it out. Break loose. It did break loose. Okay, guess I gave up too easy last time. Let's take the coil out, put it off to the side, put our hammer back. Okay, when I was doing some smacking, a little pin came out. Don't know where it came from, but we'll find out eventually. I think it came out from the shift drum area. Not sure. Anyhow, any Hoosier. We have a clip around gear here. C-clip. It's like a broken C-clip, so I can't even get my clamps in there. Still got it. Okay. I think that's it. It looks like these are Allen keys to get the engine apart, and I don't know whether or not it's going to need the case splitter. Okay, these are I can't, you damn Chinese tools, so they don't have a number on it. Sorry guys, don't know what size it is. All right, so as much as I want to zip these out with the drill, they've been in there for quite some time and I don't want to risk breaking anything, so I'm going to crack them all loose by hand. And then I can go around with the drill and zip them out. Okay, got one more, but it has some crud in it. Okay, we got them all. Go ahead and go around and zip them all off real quick. stubborn for us here. I'm gonna actually replace all this hardware with new engine hardware when I order the rebuild kit. Bottom end kit anyway. Okay. Let's get them all out. Okay, make sure I got them all. Engine's ready for separating. This looks like it's going to be a case splitter, and that's okay. The more and more I hit, the more and more of these pins fall out. They look like pins of a bearing. It's not good. Okay, let's see what happens when we split her apart. This set, these tighten down, spin this big top nut, and see if we can't get her to split. Actually, it's not really lined up on it yet. Let me readjust that a little bit. Right there. Okay. And here we go. Okay, fail number one, because I didn't send those in enough. You don't want to do what I just did. So go ahead and bottom these out. I've never had that happen before when splitting a case. So there's a first for everything. Okay, let's try this again. There we go. See if you can't get a good view of it as I turn it. Just giving a double check to make sure I'm not missing anything. Okay, so this back is getting hung up right here. So grab me a mallet, and I'm just gonna give it some rubber smacks. And it's like the whatever they used before, Yellow Bond or there it goes. It was holding right here, sticking. So again, just keep turning until the case completely separates. And I think that's it. I think it's separated. So now we can go ahead and take the case splitter off. Clean area is important to me. Perfect. All right, let me go ahead and back up a little bit. Scooch it. So loosen up the splitter. Okay, splitter gets to get put back away in his home, where he will live until I do it again. Now, let's see if I can't zoom her on in. Oh my goodness. It really wasn't done. Okay, hold on. Now we're free. This transmission gears not wanting to let go. O-ring was holding us up. Okay, case is split. transmission. See if we can't do it in a hole. So I'm just visually inspecting all of the dogs. None of them on the gears, anything look damaged, which is good. Thankful for that. I was a little concerned with that. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and set the transmission here off to the side. Shift forks all look not bad, actually. The pads don't look bad. So all the shift forks are good. The shift drum on the 60, remember I was talking about it earlier. On this side, it actually pops out through this side, which is new for me. That's the first time I've seen anything like that. Here's that. Okay. Bearings actually aren't bad, but we're replacing the transmission bearings as well. Okay. Last thing is the crank. Let me go real quick. These are our rods. Okay. Those are the rods for the shift forks. Breather hose. And engine cases aren't bad. Good, thankfully, because that would have ruined this whole project. But I have another bike that has a bottom end I could have stole stuff from if I needed. So take that case half, put it there. I'm gonna get the crank out. I have a pushing tool. So that's where all those pins go. They're for the shift fork, or for the shift drum. Boom. 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 Okay. This is gonna go with gear. All right, so we're pretty much here. We just got to get the crank out. I'm gonna try and give it a couple smacks. This crank is trash, so I'm gonna smack it if it doesn't work. The engine puller I have, the splitter, actually has a pusher that'll push it out. See if I can just give this a couple love taps to free. Bam. Crank is free. Engine halves, case halves are good. Set a fresh towel down. And case half number 1. Case half number 2. This is the old crank. You can see it definitely got hot but look at that. This guy is completely toast. All right, so the phone died, whatever, but this is where we're at. KX60's part, the engine is completely separated and it's not bad. We have the parts washer. I'm gonna build it, and then the next video we'll get all this stuff washed, scrubbed down, and put back together, because I'm gonna order the bottom end kit now. The new cylinder should be here today. Once that gets here, we'll put it all back together, and then we will fit it in her. And I'm gonna get everything mocked up and do any cutting, welding that I have to do now. We'll get it all mocked up and then strip it all down. And I'm thinking of getting this powder coated. I think it'd look pretty cool powder coated. I tried painting in my garage last time when I painted this, and look at my floor. So I don't want to paint again. I'm gonna just do some powder coating, and I think it's gonna be pretty awesome. But this little guy is going to be a fun project, I think. Obviously, the stance is what bugs me the most, is because it's not wide enough. So I'm going to kick this out, you know, let's widen it about, I don't know, 6 inches. I don't know. If you guys have any recommendations, or if you know what I can do to widen it better, I'll obviously look into that. But this is what I'm going to do for now. And I can't wait to get this little guy going. The stupid Facebook groups with the mini quads got me hooked, and now obviously here I am. I am excited that the 110 motor started up, because that makes the 200 bucks I spent on it even that much sweeter, because now I have an extra engine to do with something. But again, next video, let's get this guy cleaned up and hopefully assembled. It might not be till next week, because if I order the rebuild kit now, it probably won't get here until the following. But with that said, thanks for watching, guys. Till the next time.